No problem. I shall transform your hair, create a masterpiece. I am an artiste with a pair of scissors.
My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. Fresh from the barbershop, fly from the beauty salon. My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. I got a show where you can listen and view. My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. Bringing barbers and stylists together with the ScissorSalute. My new cuts got him talking at the barbershop. One cut, two cut, three cut, four. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Nails done, hair done, everything did. Oh, you fancy. Spending hours in salons on your hairstyle.
For the Lord protects his barbers and he makes the stubble grow.
Scissor! Salute! Salute! I've been doing this for so long. Picked him up in 91 and never put him down. I live this. I breathe this. There's no gimmicks. This is what I do. This is passion. This is art. This is life. I'm Boogie the Barber, and here's my ScissorSalute.
Welcome to the ScissorSalute Show. I'm your host, Eli the Barber, and my co-host for the evening. Introduce yourself.
Kate Owens, Kate's Cuts.
Kate's Cuts. The show is co-produced by the co-owner of the ScissorSalute, New Rican Queen, and produced by the owner, Sephra. We're broadcasting live at a Massapequa, Long Island, New York, via StrongIsland.tv, and LA is on the boards. Let's get into the meaning of the ScissorSalute, which is a gesture, compliment, greeting, lifestyle, and brand dedicated to bringing barbers, hairstylists, and makeup artists together worldwide. And we use the ScissorSalute Show as an outlet to actually make that happen. Every Monday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we give the opportunity for the visual artists to come down here and showcase their skills live on the ScissorSalute stage, while also conducting interviews with them so you can find out how they got started, where they currently are, and where they plan to be going on their journey. Now that pretty much social media has changed the industry, this is the age of the independent educator. With that being said, this is a perfect place for you to get your feet wet, to see if you have what it takes to, go that route. Because a lot of people think, I want to be an educator until they are cutting outside of their comfort zone, or you have to cut hair in front of people and explain exactly what you're doing. Are you able to make that connection? If you are interested in showcasing, advertising with us, or booking us for our next event, if you're watching this on the app or not watching this on the app, you could download this ScissorSalute app and fill out the showcase information, or email us, scissorsalute@yahoo.com. Leave all your contact information, and we'll get back to you in the order that the email is received. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, all ScissorSalute Show. If you have a question, DM us. We check our social media very often. Please continue to use the hashtag ScissorSalute and ScissorSalute Show. We check those as well. And just tag us on something. I would like to send a big happy birthday to Diamond D the Barber. He's going to be texting me later. They're getting ready for the softball game. The Jedi Barbershop softball team is going to be playing. I believe they're starting at 8:30, but Diamond D the Barber is celebrating his birthday, so the Corona started early today. And I'm not lying about that. They started very early. And while I'll have the time, I'd like to take this time to remember a brother of mine, family, friend, and he just also happened to be a nice barber. I'd like to remember Merrill Gill, who passed away. July 7th was his birthday. He passed away in August. And just wanted to take some time out to remember him and To all his close friends, know who the type of person Merrill was, and just wanted to salute him. Let's do a recap of last week's show, or I believe this is 2 weeks ago, right? Yep. Okay, so we had the freelance barber located in Providence, Rhode Island, Mariana La Barbera. She was up in here. She took the ride down here, and that gentleman standing next to her. That's the person she cut. He runs the Ocean State Association's IG page, and the thing with Mariana was she was going hard when she first got into doing hair. Then she got scared and she pulled back, which happens. It happens in this industry. You feel like you want to go, and the next thing you know, you're just like, you doubt yourself. Well, she put that to the side and decided to come down here to the ScissorSalute show and showcase. I'm letting you guys know I am sweating. I can't stop sweating. I don't know what it
Probably
is.
because I'm sitting next to you. Just kidding.
Now I'm really hot. But I definitely wanted to take the time out to ScissorSalute her because it takes a lot to put your differences to the side and pretty much put your best foot forward, and we wish her nothing but the best. We'd like to salute the gentleman from the Ocean State Barbers Association. That is Josh. His personal Instagram is Barber Tortuga. He was totally different when he came down here. First time he came down here, he was a little soft-spoken. He really held back. He actually said that he was almost had an anxiety attack while he was here on the show. But that wasn't the case this time. He spoke very strongly, very passionate, and was ready to go. And the call-in, well, hold up. I'm missing someone right here. Okay, and from Studio 1012 Hair Design, located in Binghamton, New Jersey. She came back. Barbara, she came back. Listen, she is on a mission right here. She came here and talked about the little differences that she's having. Still moving forward with different companies, trying to get in contact with them, trying to get a foot into the door. I believe that nothing's going to stop her till she gets to where she has to go, and she's ready to go. El Jefe Cuts just told me outside this is a long journey. Right, El Jefe, you said it's a long journey, right?
What? I feel like I'm in Canada right now.
He feels like, he asked me, are we near Canada? I said, bruh, come on now. Barbara is coming from Atlantic City, and she's been here 5 times, El Jefe. 5 times.
I'm an hour from Atlantic City.
Huh?
I'm an hour from Atlantic City.
Okay, well. You won. You won.
Eli, I came all the way from Southwest Florida.
She came here from Southwest Florida, El Jefe.
I started walking 6 months ago to get here.
She made it.
I win.
She took horses, planes, trains, and automobiles. And the call-in, owner of American Dream Barbershop, located in Tampa, Florida. We had Gino Maggio, known as Gino the Barber. And here's the thing. 2 weeks ago, he was on the show. But last week, he did a haircut. It was done on, I believe, a young kid. And he put like a number and some race thing. NASCAR, I believe, posted up the picture of the design that he did.
Stop it. NASCAR did?
Yep. They got in contact with him. So salute to Gino the Barber. He's also a barber maestro. He also works with Barber Strong. And he also... Yeah, salute. You can't say that here, El Jefe. Thank you. Thank God. And he also works with Alpha Gel as well. The in-studio guests, again, we had Josh, Barber Tortuga, and Ocean State _ Barbers Association. Like I said, he stepped it up and did the interview very well. Who do we have this week?
Well, this week, showcasing from DSG Barbershop, located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Angel Call. And would you please read his little handle, please?
L _Jefe _cuts.
Awesome.
Boss cuts.
Yeah, there you go. Give him the English translation of that.
Well, he's got the El Jefe, and salute to El Jefe. We're going to be interviewing him later on. I'm very excited to have him here. We got to work next to each other at the CT Barber Expo, at the Barbering is Life Expo, and we're going to be working together this Sunday in Atlantic City at the Universal Barber Show.
Oh.
with Respect My Craft, booths 304 and 305. I'll get the booth numbers later. That's going to be, again, with Respect My Craft. You guys know him as Joel Style 1234. Salute to Joel because I know he just had a child about 2 or 3 months ago, and he's going to be in the trenches with his whole family doing what he does. And hopefully next us we'll be having a Clipper Relay showcase. Well, I'll trying to get more information about that later.
I also want to send a scissor suit to Gus from Uppercuts. I believe he just had a baby.
Scissor salute to Gus. Can we get to the showcase? Can we get to the showcase? Just put it on the showcase real quick. So yeah, I definitely would like to salute El Jefe Cuss. And who else do we have?
Calling in tonight is the owner of Dollhouse Boutique Salon located in Springfield, Oregon. Oh my gosh. Kelly Meadows at Dollhouse Boutique Salon. We have James Thomas at Mr. State Board. And in-studio guest is myself, Kate Owens, Kate's Cuts.
It just so happens Mr. State Board is going to be at the Universal Barber Show this weekend too, right?
Yes, he is.
All right.
Pretty
So
awesome.
So Kate's Cuts is here again. She came down here, I believe, about 6-7 months ago, and is a great speaker. And one of the things that I liked about her when she was speaking was sometimes, again, we're in this hair industry and we lose focus. We just, it just happens. We're doing it for so long, all the time, and then we just lose focus, and we might lose that passion.
Absolutely.
And you hit almost like kickstart everything up. You also talked really big about upsales. That was what I took from there.
Absolutely.
I've been trying to spread the word about the upsales, and it's been stuck in my head ever since that day. Even at the shop, I was talking about it today, trying to get some of the barbers on the same page. You don't really have to try to sell the product to everybody, but I would recommend using the product, and they say, hey, what are you using? Oh, I'm using this. Oh, where could I get it? You can get it right here.
Absolutely.
It's not about like nickel and diming people. It's about properly
educating your guests.
Yes, and letting them know, because a lot of the times you will have a customer say, hey, you know what? I need a gel, or I need something that's going to hold like a gel but not flake up like a gel.
Correct. And it's our job to know exactly what to recommend. And what I tell a lot of the girls when I'm talking about product sales and recommending the proper products for your guest, I like to tell my girls they're going to wash their hair anyway. We might as well have them using what we recommend. They're going to buy gel for their hair. We might as well educate our guests and recommend the best product for them.
Exactly. Well, a lot of the
I
times,
feel that it's like incorporated into like the upsell.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the
Product that I'm using when I shampoo, that's made for professional professional use. It's not the same
Absolutely.
thing that you go and you buy at the regular stationery or the drugstores that
That's
they sell,
right.
or the supermarkets. This is real product that's going to really, give life to your hair and give it more time.
Absolutely, and we're making a recommendation for exactly their hair type. When they go into, say, a pharmacy, they're picking what they think is the best thing for their hair type. We are in the trenches every day. We know what to recommend. Let's start recommending what they need, because they're going to use it anyway. So they might as well use a great product that we stand behind as professionals.
exactly, because a lot of the people in our chair, first of all, they trust us because, we're barbers, we're using razors on their throat and on their face. Hairstylists, we're using, they're using chemicals to put into their hair. And at the same time, females is really big on their image and the style that they want. So they're pretty much confident, and especially you start building relationships with the people that are in your chair. And even if this person doesn't, even if you have someone who just goes and chair hops, they might stop in your chair.
That's right.
If you provide them with the proper service and let them know, get the frizz out. Hey, you know what? You don't want to go that dark because it's the sun's out and it's summertime. You might want to go with a lighter color,
That's right. There was a survey that I read that said women, once they find a hairdresser they love, they would rather change their doctor then change their hairdresser. So that is some trust right there. So they definitely take into account what we recommend.
Definitely, they definitely do. Even when we have customers sit in our chair again. I wasn't really big on product until basically I started hearing, hosting the show and just seeing how big it was to use product. I used to be like, oh, you're cheating. Now you're just cutting hair, just razzle dazzling with gel or whatever, and we don't even know how that scissor cut looks. But the important thing is, when you're using it the right way, is you're showing the customer how to do their hair and what to use in their hair. And again, the upsell. El Jefe
Absolutely.
Cuts is going to be sitting down and doing an interview on the second part of the show. We're going to give a very interesting fact about this man right here who's been cutting hair for well over 15 years and now decided to take it to a new level. I swear, I feel like I'm preaching right now. And I'm on some
Keep
Lord.
going. I like it.
Well, not so. El Jefe Cuts is going to be talking about how to make upsells on a different part of the canvas. We'll focus on the top part of the canvas. El Jefe Cuts is a barber maestro, and he's now making upsells on the top part of the canvas and on the bottom part of the canvas. He is a visual artist, very passionate about what he does. Very excited to have him here in the studio, and it's always great to see when we have barber maestros come down here.
I love that. And I'll tell you, being in business 18 years, my men are some of my best purchasing clients. When I recommend a gel, guys are saying sure. When I recommend a brow wax, they're saying sure. And those are the things that you can give yourself a raise today if you want.
Well, that's the thing. I was talking about it in the shop. I worked in a salon. Last year, I was an in-house barber at Bernetti Salon.
I think I remember you saying that you started at a salon.
Yeah, so while I was in there, I would cut someone's hair, and they would ask me to write down the haircut that I did. So next time, they're like, you got John here. And they handed me a ticket. And I see it, I fill it out. I'm like, okay, so this is the haircut that I gave him last time. And on top of that, they'd be like, listen, he gets a certain shampoo. He gets a certain shampoo every 4 weeks, and he's basically up to buy shampoo. So just recommend it to him. So next thing you know, I'm just like, hey, you know what? Do you still have that shampoo? I see that, you get a shampoo every 4 weeks. And that's how salons do it. And I was trying to say that. I was trying to say that in the barbershop. Now, the only way it's going to work in a barbershop is if everybody is on the same page. It's not going to work with one or two individuals.
And organized.
Yes, it's really, it could work for the one or two individuals, but it's going to be a slug pace. It's going to be very slow paced, But if everybody's on the same team, same cylinder, rocking, same type of goals,
that's right.
Everybody will make money.
They certainly will. And I'll tell you, our software that we have at our salon, and I talk to my team about this, is in the morning looking at your book and looking at those printouts and seeing what these clients, their history is. So you can say, how was that shampoo? I see that the last time you were here, you did get a brow wax. Would you like another one? You don't even have to sell the second time. They'll say, yeah, I loved it. I'd love to have that again. If you don't check your guest's history, you could be missing out on a raise for that day.
Exactly. And now the whole thing with the upsell, again, we're not talking about hustling it.
No
we're not
way.
talking about like everybody who comes in, you try to pitch it to them. No, you got to find your groove, and hopefully the establishment that you work at is able to educate you on how to properly address the upsell, the products that you're trying to basically sell.
How about you do it with integrity and only recommend what you truly think they need?
Bars.
If dude has a unibrow, you're going to recommend maybe a little brow wax, if a chick.
I just chop away. Now, I'll ask them, but like nose hair, I'm chopping away.
No, you better just go right in.
Nose hair, especially if I'm like shaping up their mustache, whatever, and they just got like party favors in my face.
Like a little.
I just take the liners. That's it. Gone.
Absolutely. It's like a spider coming out of their nose. It's scary. And I've only had to do this once or twice with certain girls that work at the shop. If a guy goes to check out, and I like to say anything above the cape is up to us. So if you haven't done
Oh,
his
that's pretty good
ears really
perspective.
well, if you haven't done his neck really well, or if he has spiders coming out of his nose, that haircut isn't done, and I'll say, excuse me, you want to come right over to my chair real quick? And I'll take care of that.
Let me get rid of them spiders. So if you're watching the Scissor Salute show right now, if you could do us a favor and please press the share button. Share it on your page. You could also press that share button one more time. That's going to give you the option to invite people. You
Oh,
can
I
invite
love that.
as well as you
Will
want.
you show me how to do this?
Well, it's very simple. You press on that. Oh, that's Scissor Salute to Barbara. She's watching.
Okay.
So right from here. Oh, hold up.
Is this on Facebook Live?
On Facebook Live. So boom,
Okay.
you go to Facebook Live.
I'm
you
going
press
there right
share.
now.
You see that option to share now, public, boom. Then you press invite. And then you just
Ooh.
keep on pressing these invite buttons. And I usually do this all throughout the process of the show. That's why sometimes
Is that
the
what
camera's
you're
on
doing?
me. Yeah, sometimes the camera comes on me and I'll get a text from wifey, and wifey's like, yo, get off your phone. She's texting me, get off your phone. And I'm literally sitting here just doing this. You see
Okay,
this?
I thought you were just texting.
No,
Okay.
I'm inviting as much people as I can.
Very cool.
So now, pretty much people on Facebook, if I'm inviting you and this annoys you, just unfriend me. That's pretty much it, because I'm going to be sending it to you every week.
You don't want to be friends with anybody that doesn't want to watch the show,
Well, that's
right?
one of the things that we're talking about is
Come
support.
on.
I got a chance to talk to El Jefe Cuts and the other guest that's going to be calling in later on from the owner of Dollhouse Boutique Salon located in Springfield, Kelly Meadows. And what is support? What is support, and how far do you go with your support?
As far as you can take it, I would think.
Well, so let's give me an example of what is your opinion on support.
Support from my community.
Let's go
support
with your
from my-
let's go with your family first.
Oh my gosh, they are probably right now all crowded around phones and iPads, and they're probably all watching right now, and they're gonna love it when I say hi to my kids, Mitchell, Bobby, GT, Johnny, and Wayway, and my niece and nephew, Maddie and Lukey. Hi, you guys.
Sis,
Love
salute
you
to
guys.
all of them.
Mwah. I have 5 boys.
Sis, salute to the starting
Uh-huh.
five. Sis,
Uh-huh.
salute to the starting five right
And
there.
I'll tell you about support. You want to have a strong salon, you want to be a strong professional. I have an awesome partner at home, my husband, Shano. He makes it so I can come to places like this and be on ScissorSalute.
Now let's go into the industry. How do you
Okay.
feel, and what is your definition of support from the industry?
Okay, as far as the industry goes and support, I want to be part of a change. I know as salon owners and barbershop owners, we don't chill. We don't hang out. I want that to change. I just started it started out small, a little group in Florida, salon owners of Southwest Florida. I want to share my knowledge with these other salon owners. I want us to brainstorm, mastermind. Let's help each other out. It doesn't need to be like it used to be. I think we should be supporting each other, celebrating each other's victories, and sharing discoveries together.
I'm all about celebrating. Matter of fact, in the shop that I work at, I have one co-worker. I love him. He's my brother.
I love that.
But he's known as a hater. And every single time I'm like, man, you're hating. He's like, man, you always loving.
What kind of hating does he do? Let's talk
It's all
about
different
this.
types of levels. All different types of levels.
Like-
He's very sarcastic.
Okay.
Very sarcastic. Very passionate about what he does.
Okay, but is he just passionate about him, or is he passionate about celebrating others' victories? Because that's where it's at.
Yes. He helps celebrate other people's victories, but he'll bring you back down to earth as quick as possible. So,
okay.
Sephora, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I want to touch on support real quick because I think a lot of people, they support people when they're up, when they're successful, when they're doing something great. And
Yeah.
people forget that it's just as important, if not more important, to support people when they're down.
Yeah.
When something's not going right. That's where they really need those people to bring them back up and show them, hey, look, you stumbled, but keep going. They need that. That's when support is really needed. You know, I know most of the time it's just when things are good, and I think that it's important. I always say support is a full-time job. It's not when
Yeah.
you want; it's all the time.
Man, I feel the same way. Sephora pretty much summed it up. But to me, I feel support, especially on social media, can be as easy as liking a picture.
Absolutely.
Just liking the picture. Yeah, I told Los Cut, it came on the show about 3 years ago. When we were leaving, I was like, Los, you have no idea what the power of your like does. You like a picture, people are freaking snap. They're freaking screenshotting it. Los cut it, liked my picture. Leave a comment,
Absolutely.
forget it. They're stepping into the shop at a whole different
Oh
strike.
my gosh.
It's almost like the power of the post. Like barbers, how barbers feel when they're reposting on Barbershop Connect. There's plenty of other repost pages. Barbershop Connect calls himself a resource page. But when Barbershop Connect reposts you, it's just a different feeling.
That's
like,
amazing.
Like, well, I guess like, be equivalent to, like, I guess, behind the chair,
Oh my gosh.
posting you, reposting
Can I tell
your
you
work.
who liked one of my posts?
Tell us.
This one time,
Tell us.
Ted Gibson liked one of my posts. Do you know who Ted Gibson is?
Tell us. Well, give us some information.
Ted Gibson is just that man. He is awesome. He was on, it was either Good Morning America or one of those shows, and What Not to Wear.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. And I went to premiere a couple years ago, and I was so inspired by him. And he liked one of my posts, and I messaged him.
Right, and it just makes you feel different. And now that's what we're talking. That's on the low end. That's
my
on the low
gosh.
end of that is the low end of support. I mean, you could go as far as leaving a comment. Then wow, that's crazy. But again, you take the shirt that I have on. This is Ainsley the barber. She's a barber maestra, and I'm wearing the shirt. The cape that El Jefe Cuts is using is a King Midas cape.
Oh, that's a cool cake.
El Jefe, you know he's from out here too, right?
Yeah, I know that's my
Jackpot is from out here. And again, he could have gone to Sally's and got a cape.
That's right. He could have.
He could have went to Sally's and got a cape on the low end, $15.
When you say jackpot, ask him. I got every color.
And this guy got every color. Well, we're gonna wait till he's not mic'd up. He's saying Jefe Cut said he has every color cape. I just got the camo.
You go to DSG Barbershop, that's all you see in every station.
You know that's my brother-in-law too.
Yeah, I know. I remember you was telling
Yeah,
me.
he was at the Barbering Is Life Expo. He was there with Lee from Barbershop Connect. And again, it just goes to show the difference. A lot of the barbers that I see now, they are wearing their brands or wearing each other's brands. That's an example of support.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'll tell you, as an owner, it was very humbling for me when I would have a stylist that maybe my guest wants to sit in her chair. So a girl that I've maybe taken out of hair school and put behind a chair, and then one of my guests wants to sit with her. And I can choose to celebrate that victory, or I can choose to be booty hurt about it. And I've chosen to celebrate those victories for these girls.
Definitely, and that's good. That's good to see. I'm not gonna lie. I've been in that situation before.
It's tough.
I used to be sour, but now again, as long as it stays in establishment,
That's right.
it's good.
Under the same roof, I think.
And it all depends. Everyone's got to grow. Everyone got different views. You don't have to agree with what I'm saying. You could disagree with what I'm saying because that's your opinion. You're allowed to have your opinion and allowed to do what you're gonna do.
That's right.
So from there on, we'll just keep it trucking. The ScissorSalute, we're going to keep on doing what we do every Monday night from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. You can download the ScissorSalute Show app and watch us anytime, or click the link on my IG bio, Monday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and watch the ScissorSalute Show. Or, hey, if you're on the IG stories, you can swipe up. If you're on Snapchat, you can swipe up.
And we also have another guest calling in, Rich Toussaint at Toussaint Fades from the Universal Barber Show.
Again, I'll be there alongside Caesar from Respect My Craft and El Jefe Cuts. It'll be the Awakening Maestro showcase going down again with Maestro's Classic Beard Care.
That's so awesome.
And we like to ScissorSalute Maestro's Classic. They're located in 7,100 Target stores, 7,100 CVS stores, selected Harmon Value stores, Christmas tree stores, Bed Bath & Beyond stores. But the Speakeasy blend could only be purchased from the barbers. So make sure you check out Barber Maestros on Instagram. DM them, ask about the Speakeasy beard blend.
Oh,
It's wifey's favorite one and my daughter's favorite one. I like this one that I have. I'm using the Wiseman right now. but it does give off a pretty strong smell. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty.
It's not
Pretty good,
bad.
though.
Not too strong.
You like the Wiseman too? Suffer like the Wiseman. We're gonna. I have to get you that Speakeasy blend, but the Speakeasy blend is gonna be coming out in the 4-ounce container. Now it's in the 8-ounce container, and it only comes in a nice package and stuff. But a lot of big things coming from Maestro's Classics, so just be on the lookout.
I'm going to have to get that because my husband rocks a mean beard.
He does? You
Yes.
need that Maestro's Classic.
Okay,
The
Shayna.
beard, well, listen, the beard wash, that is my favorite part, is the beard wash. The beard butter is good, but the beard wash, just like, I didn't take a shower I've been on this planet 40 years. I didn't take a shower for 37 years until I put that beard wash in my beard. It completes a shower,
Well,
the beard wash.
Let Kate know how it goes because she's probably not familiar.
Oh, tell me about this.
There's the beard care, the Maestro's Classic beard care. It's a beard care system. You have the beard wash.
Okay.
So that helps promote a nice, healthy beard because I know you've seen the post on Instagram, on social media about how dirty your beard can be. So make
Can
sure
it be really dirty?
Yeah, well, clean the beard. Clean the beard with the beard wash.
Absolutely.
And then once you do that, that's going to change your life. Then when you're done changing your life, you could add the beard butter, which will complement the change that you just made.
Right on.
And the beard butter rejuvenates, it rehydrates your facial hair and rejuvenates the skin.
Now, could I do the beard wash as an add-on at the salon?
Yes, you could. Yes, you could. And again, we're talking about upsells here.
Beautiful.
We're talking about upsells.
Beautiful. I did. I have a little show I do on Facebook Live at 9:00 on Wednesday nights, and we just did a showcase on beards. And
Really?
We did.
You're
did.
going to have to do it again and have me call into the
I would
Facebook
love
Live.
that. And when my special guest was Kayla Yashevska, and her and
Say
I.
her name one more time.
Kayla Yashevska.
Yeah, Chefska.
Yes.
That's fun to say.
Isn't it fun? She's a little doll. She's gorgeous. But her and I both wore mustaches and beards for the whole show. Yes, we did. And we talked about beard care. And we talked about
Oh man, you should
shampooing
I wish I
them
would
and
have noticed.
everything.
I would have brought the goodness with me.
You should have.
I usually have the. Well, listen, I have a loaner car. Chevy, I've had a loaner car for almost a month now.
Why? What happened?
Hey, listen, man, we have me and wifey have a 2015 Tahoe. Something happened. We brought it back. We brought it them. They fixed it. Then we got it. And 3 days later, we're noticing like 3 different sounds.
That's not
we
cool.
We bring it back, and they had the Tahoe for like 3 weeks. Anyway, the reason why I'm saying that is because the Tahoe is where I usually keep beard butter and beard wash in there, just so I can hand them out to random folk with the random bearded folk. And then in my car, I keep beard wash and beard butter and cards in there to hand out to random folk as well.
So you can just mail me one then, right?
Yes.
Beautiful. Eli, ask me what I drive.
Where you drive?
I drive a Chevy Tahoe.
Ah,
I
LT?
have-
LT?
I think my first one was an LT. I'm not sure which one this one is, but it's awesome. That's all.
Do you have a
I'll try.
sunroof?
No, I don't.
Okay, it's a LT.
It's an LT.
I have a LT.
Okay.
LTZ. We found out the hard way. We're like, what? There's no sunroof. That's a LTZ.
That's what I had
LTZ 's
the
another
first
10,
time.
Another $10,000, $15,000 for a sunroof and rims. Really?
I'll tell you what, the first one I got, my kids are still driving 10 years later.
Ah, that's good to know. I'll let you know we had ours for 2 years, and they sent us back over there. Once again, you're watching the ScissorSalute show, and on the cut cam is El Jefe Cuts. He's showcasing. This is the part of the show where we give the guest a chance to showcase their skills. And El Jefe, he just looks like he's in heaven right there.
I
cutting.
know, right?
And if you're watching going, what is he using? I believe he's using Andis Masters. He's using Andis Masters right now. He got the Speedo Guy guards on. That's a 00. Triple zero. So the
Woo.
000. So that's a 1/16th. If you're wondering about the zeros that we're going, that means he's tapering down to the neck right now. He took it off. He's going with the open blade. He's going to work that open blade close. He's going to be using the corner of the blades. That is what we call point cutting with the buzzers. That's when you angle off the buzzers and hold them off in like a 90-degree angle and just emphasize the cut on the corners of the buzzers.
Oh, dang.
And that's how you achieve the butter blend.
Woo.
Blurry. Oh, he's saying blurry brand. And we're digging the case, El Jefe. We are digging the lights
He brought his own studio.
Yeah, he
Studio.
definitely did.
Absolutely.
That's like flashing lights. My kid loves that song. And my kid just started camp. He just started camp today. He didn't want. Both of my kids started camp. My daughter started camp too. Son didn't want to go. Football camp. He's got to know these kids right now. They're not playing. And salute to all the barbers, hairstylists, and makeup artists that have kids, and they're doing the camp thing. It's nothing wrong with putting your kids during camp during summer because we have to keep them on full cylinders.
Absolutely.
We got to keep our kids on full cylinders, and we have our jobs. Our jobs, we spend a lot of time at a job.
Hey, listen, my daughter don't even dig it. She's just 2. Wait till she get old enough.
Oh, okay. So Heifer saying that his daughter's 2. She's not old enough, but pretty much. It's El Heifer knows what I'm talking about because us Latinos, us Puerto Ricans and Dominicans, summertime comes, we usually just ship our kids back to the motherland. But my kids, I don't know, my kids ain't really digging that right now. And mom, I don't know if my mom's gonna be able to chase my kids around. My mother's she's due for surgery. Aww. So now I tell you much. I didn't grow up like that. We grew up. My mother would just open up the door and be like, "You're gonna stay outside for the next."
Yes,
and I'm telling you, I get tan. I'm very pale, but I get tan. And my mother used to keep us outside, be like, "Mom, they won't entrar. Nah, quédate ahí fuera." Be like, "Man."
That sounds outside to me like she said you're not coming inside.
Nah. But listen, man. It is what it is. We're dealing with it now. The new age, the new kids, and we got the kids in the camp, and it's really hard to maintain what we're doing. And it's great to have that support there if we're going to be trying to do these events. I mean, I'm about to be 40 years old in the next couple weeks, and I'm really trying to reduce my time behind the chair and somehow increase my money. And the way I'm going to do that is basically getting out there and making it happen, whether it's educating hairstylists how to cut hair or with the Maestro's Classic family via Barber Maestros and the Speakeasy Blend. How many times you better tell Ghost how many times I plugged tonight, El Jefe.
What?
You better tell him.
Hey, Ghost, can you see me?
Well, Ghost, we don't know. Ghost might just pop up here.
Yeah, he gotta pop up soon.
He might just no, he's been here. They said the same thing you did. Okay, so Jefe saying he gotta come soon, but the Maestro's Classic family field, we're very far. But I'm going to tell everybody now who's watching the show, Kate is out here from Florida.
Yes. Bonita Springs, Florida.
Bonita Applebaum.
Bonita Springs.
Bonita Springs, Florida.
That's right.
That sounds deep, Bonita Springs.
It's in between Fort Myers and Naples.
That sounds even deeper right there.
I know,
right?
right? It's pretty awesome.
But again, Barbara's been here like 6 times. We even have Ray Lansky. You know who Ray Lansky is? First of all, he sounds like a lost Wu-Tang member, Ray Lansky.
Oh,
that name is
sounds
just
fun.
That's just fun to say, Ray Lansky. It's almost more fun to say. What's the name that you said earlier?
Oh, Kayla Yashevska.
What I'm letting you know, Ray Lansky sound like a lost member of the Wu-Tang, and he's come here. He's been here like 4 times.
I bet he's nothing to mess with.
Ooh, you got I got that one.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad you did.
I got that one.
I'm glad you did.
Of course, you edited and kept it rated G. Look at the G symbol on the TV.
You got it.
Just a reminder, because we try not to curse. We try to keep it a family program.
That's right.
Sometimes I do bring the children's up in here. My daughter, when she first came here, she wanted to follow New York and Queen and help take pictures and all this stuff.
Aww.
But now they come here, they just want to get on the iPads and
They
sit
were
over there
here
on the couch.
when the last time I was
Yes.
here. They were here, and they were good.
Yes, they're great. My kids, I'm fortunate enough when we are out in public, they really don't act out. They really don't act out.
Good.
I mean, they're kids, so of course at times they're going to be getting at each other. I mean, yesterday we went to the beach, and it almost didn't happen
Yes.
because I was about to whoopsh, whoopsh, whoopsh. But
I get it.
it was great. Salute to my brother, I Am Brolic Life on Instagram. He was there with the fam, enjoying some fun in the sun. We'd also like to ScissorSalute Justo. I call him Husto. He works at a barbershop. His name is Hair Assassin on Instagram. Little demigod, birthday yesterday, 1 year old.
Happy birthday.
And salute and happy birthday to the demigod, which I call Simba because he looks like he's like a lion. It looks like his eyes. You look into his eyes, you're ready for him to roar. Like, man, you got yourself a little lion cub right there.
Oh, I love
so,
that.
once again, salute to the little demigod. That's what he calls his kids, demigods.
Well, you tell your son that's not liking football camp to suck it up, Buttercup. And
Suck it up, Buttercup.
I'll tell you why, because I had a little chubster that didn't want to go to football camp either, and now college is paying for him to go to school in Pennsylvania to play ball. So do good at camp.
Definitely. Well, the kids will get over it right there. Hold up. Did you switch your buzzers again? Or those are liners? Those are the black liners, Andis?
Yeah, GTX.
Okay, so right now he's using the GTX Andis liners to skin it out and really add the type of fade where you don't know where it starts or where it ends. Salute to Mark the Barber. It's called the blurry fade. And that's what he's doing right there again. And you can see he's branded out with the Maestro's Classic, branded out. And I would also like to thank LA who kicked it up, the AC up in here. I'm actually drying up right now.
I'm freezing.
I am actually drying up right now, so it's good. And again, I'm going to take the time, Diamond D the Barber, hopefully you're watching. I haven't got a text from you. You know what it is, too, while I keep on saying happy birthday to him? Because, hold up. Okay, so Al Uppercut just hit me up and told me to tell El Jefe Cuts. Tell Jefe he's doing his thing. His big bro is watching.
Now you got me nervous.
And then he put an emoji, me.
So now I got nervous.
Yeah, Al Uppercut. If you're watching right now, El Jefe says he's nervous. And Al, let us know the plugs, man. Again, the Universal Barber Show is going to be going down in Atlantic City this Sunday, July 16th. And I didn't know it was a couple days event. So what they're doing is they're having like the competition on Sunday, and then the education is on Monday. But I'm going to have to get up Monday morning, very early. Very, very, very early. So, Kate, let's go over some of the things that you're going to be covering later on when you get that one-on-one time on the stage.
That's actually, I'm not going to go on the stage.
Oh, you're going to be here.
I'm going to spit fire right from here.
Hot fire?
Yes, hot fire, and I have fresh breath doing it.
Okay.
I have
fire.
Actually, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. No, just kidding. I do. I want to talk tonight about inspiring anybody that's behind the chair that needs a little inspiration.
Yes.
I want to talk about maybe inspiring the owners that are having some struggles, growing their teams. I want to talk about if you're maybe a booth renter and you want to grow your brand or you want to know how to market. I just want to share what worked with me and worked for me.
See, this is exactly what we need. Now what we just need is people to open up their ears.
That's
so
right.
Once again, if you're watching the show on Facebook Live, press the share button. Just share it on your feed. Again, this is going to be your place for inspiration, information, and education. Right here on the ScissorSalute Show, this program is going to be going into its 4th year come the first Monday in August. We've been doing
Happy birthday, ScissorSalute.
Yes, we'll be going there. So we'll be doing it. And I'll let you guys, if I can do behind the scenes on the people who do behind the scenes here at the ScissorSalute Show, New York and Queen is just like, I'm telling you, I don't know how much posts she could do per minute. I want to know how many posts you could do per minute. She's like,
she is
steady
amazing.
posting. I just see her fingers moving like, she uses her pinkies like alien movement right there. She must have charger after charger after charger.
That is called talent.
What kind of phone you got?
I have the LG V10,
And what service is it?
AT&T.
Oh, so AT&T know you. Hey, Irene, another battery. I got you. I got the battery right there for you.
Right.
Yes. So I'm excited about this whole Atlantic City thing this Sunday, simply because I get to see and respect my craft again. There's going to be a lot of educators, well-known, solidified educators from Ivan Zoo, Chink the Barber, E-Dub that dude. You know, just it's always good to see what I consider out-of-state coworkers. I consider you my out-of-state coworker. We're in the same line of work. We live similar lives where our family is just like, we're getting phone calls. I'm gonna have my daughter FaceTiming me while I'm cutting hair, and I'm just like trying to. It's hard to balance the same thing.
Yeah, and
the
that's
two.
a tough one, is balance.
And because we all do it for the love and the passion.
That's
But
right.
outside that love and the passion, them bills are still coming in that mailbox.
That's right.
And they come rapidly.
And you better be charging your worth and know your worth.
Exactly. And what happens is that we pay something off and something comes right behind it.
You better believe it.
Yeah, you gotta know your worth. I seen something right up the block from my house, right out the bodega up the block from my house. They have a salon, unisex salon, right next to it. A sign, and not even professional sign. It's not even professional. It's like painted on a cardboard. $12 haircuts.
I fix those.
Yeah. Also, you know, you was volleying right there. You was ready for me to say, I know what he's gonna say. I fixed those $12 haircuts. Well, we do too. We fix them. Just don't get mad when you have to double up on the payment. I say that all the time. Like, yo, if your barber left a line in your head, we can erase it. Just don't be mad when we double up on that payment.
That's right.
Don't be mad. Especially if you're walking in like, we get a lot of those. Oh, not a lot of those. But when we do get them, it's usually when we're about to close.
Uh-huh.
It's usually when we're about to close. Someone comes in like, yo, can you fix this haircut? And it's just like, bruh.
And you know, the successful people are the ones that say yes. And they say sure, even though their feet hurt, even though they're tired, even though they have a full book, the ones that say yes are going to be your successful stylist.
Yeah, this is very true. This is very true. But I know, like you say, know your worth. One of the things I always say, and barbers can relate. They're watching. If you're watching the show, you can relate. They walk in. I'll give you an example. They walk in. Yeah, hey, you guys still open? I say, nah, we're closed. I say just like that. I give a little delay with the, nah, we're closed.
Okay.
Oh, man, come on, man. Man, you know, I got to get home. Now, my whole demeanor, I'm not shushing them off. My demeanor is leaving it there to say, what happens if I give you this? What happens if I give you now? Because now I want to negotiate.
Absolutely.
I want to negotiate with you, you know, because then my comeback to them is, I am trying to go home to my family, but my family won't mind, and I will stay here and put a pause on my personal life
for a little time and a
blah,
half.
blah, 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 blah amount of money.
Yes, definitely.
I'll put the pause, I'll pump the brakes real quick for blah, blah, blah amount of money.
Love it.
Everybody, you could come up with your own price at Jedi Barbershop. We charge $30 before hours and $30 after hours. And then if you come in and that might be yo. Go ahead, Sephora. What were you about to say?
Real quick, I want to ScissorSalute Richard J, who apparently is watching the show.
Richard
Hey,
J. ScissorSalute.
Good show tonight.
Aw, thanks,
And
Richard.
Richard J, one of the reasons I love this gentleman right here, because he really put us onto the clock system. I have to finish reading the book, but he put us onto the clock system and really understanding the clock system when it comes to hair and how to position yourself. And also for the hairstylists that are out there that go through a lot of mannequins, right? So a lot of hairstylists go through a lot of mannequins to keep up on their haircut. Why not, when you get that down to a pixie haircut,
Yep.
take the buzzers out and practice a fade?
Oh, heck yeah.
Take the buzzers out and practice your fade.
Do you know who I practice on? Or who I always
Your
have?
husband and your children.
My family. They're free
You got
anyway.
you got 5 kids. You got the starting 5.
I'll tell you what, Eli, my
got an
poor
all-star
son,
team.
he has a little bowling ball head. Well, now he's giant. But his little head had the most messed up haircuts ever. For years while I practiced. Poor guy.
And also, for El Jefe, Nino the Nice, said he's killing it. So people are watching you.
And again, salute to Nino the Nice, one of the barber maestros, and he works at headquarters, by the way.
And this is what we're talking about, support. You see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Richard J. obviously watching the show.
So you have Beard Authority watching the show and Beard Proper watching him. So that's good. He's doing his thing.
I think my mom's watching. Scissor Salute, Mom.
Hello. You're live on the air with the ScissorSalute show.
How are you?
Hey.
It's Thomas James.
Oh, there we go. That's it's Mr. State Board. Mr. State Board, I look so forward to finally meeting you this Sunday.
Hi, Mr. State Board.
Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Kate Owens, nice to meet you.
Same here in Scissor Salute.
Scissor Salute to you. May I please ask, why do they call you Mr. State Board?
They call me Mr. State Board because the specialty that I have in the hair industry is just trying to assure and reassure students getting their state their actual professional license, whether they be in barbering or cosmetology.
Oh, I love that. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
As a salon owner, I usually hire right out of hair school, so we need someone like you in Florida.
Mr. State
Oh,
Board's
I
everywhere.
love to. I actually just came back from the Premiere Orlando show.
I was
Also
there
taught,
too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I love Premiere. I love working with Premiere Orlando, and it's such a beautiful city.
Absolutely,
the
it
whole
is.
City is wonderful.
I'll have to look for you next year.
Please do. Working with Premiere, I'll actually be in Birmingham at their Premiere Birmingham show coming up in October.
Nice. A little
Yeah,
Alabama.
Premiere is wonderful. Yeah, it's different, but yeah, I love working with Premiere.
It is quite different, sir. My husband's from Alabama, so I know how different the South can be.
So, Mr. State Board, this Sunday, Universal Barber Show, you're going to be out here.
Yeah.
Let us know what can we expect when you're at the Universal Barber Show. What can they expect from you?
Oh, wow. Well, first, if we just go through the whole list of people, and I know I'm going to leave somebody out, but, we have Ivan Zoot. He will be there. It's being hosted by Mr. At Barbers Inc. TV, Jay Dillard. He will be there. Erskine Reeves will be there. Marvelous Marv. Fahad Barber, he's there. Oh my goodness, Rob.
I'm going to help you out. I'm about to go on RG.
People. What'd you say?
I'm about to help you out right now. I'm not going to leave you out like that.
Oh, word. Thank you, sir.
Well, no, Sefro, he just got, he's trying to mention everybody. So again, you're going to have Morano. You're also going to have
John Mosley.
Erskine Reeves.
Yeah.
E-Dub that dude. Tyreek
I am
Jackson,
Tyreek Jackson. Rob the Original.
Chink the Barber.
Chink the-
Manny Fresh
Great
from
people.
Arizona.
How many flyers did they make for this event? Where's the flyer with everybody on there? There it goes.
Yeah, well, see, we have the one, with everybody, and then they did those with just individuals on there, because I'm
fresh.
surprised at the just the whole class of people that are there. Like, I look at those guys, I've been looking up to those guys. So, like, for them to go ahead and have me on this year, I'm super excited to do that. I've never been to Atlantic City. I'm gonna actually come to New York Saturday, man. Like, let's meet, let's do lunch, let's do something. Because I'll be in New York.
Well, you talk to Sefro, because I'll be in the trenches. I'll be in the trenches Saturday, and then I got to make as much as I can and then make my way to Atlantic City. One of the reasons why I have to leave Saturday is because it's far away. I got to be there at 9 o'clock in the morning, help set up the booth, and I definitely don't want to be 3, 2, 1 in it. Yeah. I want to wait. I want to wake up and do my. I want to wake up out there in Atlantic City and do my ritual of what I like to do before every event is train. I like to train before every event. I feel like got some Rocky music in the background, and I like
Tiger.
I like to train before every event.
I trained before I came here.
Oh, look at you!
I did.
I trained very early this morning.
I trained about 11 o'clock. Right before I got in the car to drive over here.
I was in the trenches at 6:30.
Ooh, good for you.
6:30 in the trenches. So, Mr. State Board, again.
Yes, sir.
One of the questions that we constantly hear at the ScissorSalute show And when I'm on the road, people always are asking me about license in different states and how many licenses can you have in each state and how do you acquire them if your address is out of state.
Great question. Okay, so the first answer, to answer your first question, how many licenses can you hold? Because it is a state regulated license, you can, theoretically have 50. Because every state, it's not this isn't a federally mandated occupation, so you can have one for every single state. Now, as far as how do you do so, every state has its own set of laws. Most places, if they have the same amount of hours or somewhere close in the vicinity, they just allow you to either take their law test. Some states take into account how many hours you already have. Going into if you do need to get more hours from a different state. And yeah, I mean, it's all just a matter of making sure that you know exactly what each state needs, what is actually considered an astringent. I was speaking down here in Georgia to where they do not accept the 50 to 60% rubbing alcohol as an astringent. Though many states, including the scientists that created the Winter Fresh alcohol, the green kind, yeah, the scientists say that they make it as that you can use it as an astringent, but not all states do so. So that's the reason behind the actual law test.
So I will have to say this though, with the whole different state thing in New York State, it's different type of requirements from everyone else, and I like the 70% alcohol anyway. I mix it with aftershave.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I put it in a spray.
Work.
I put it in a spray bottle, and you gotta be very sanitary. There's different type of processes over here. They make you take a test. You keep one certificate in the shop, and the state gets another copy of your certificate. New York is very lenient with they're not so strict with the licensing. You don't have to go to barber school, although there is now barber schools on Long Island. Before there wasn't. Before, if you lived on Long Island or if you were in the area, you had to go to the ABI in Manhattan, the American Barbers Institute. Now there's the Long Island Barber Institute in Hempstead, which is Nassau County. And I believe, I don't know the name of the one in Central Islip. And now, that's in Suffolk County. And now, William Floyd High School in Suffolk County is having the first barber program.
That's awesome.
In a high school.
Oh, wow.
I put my application in to become an instructor, but I missed it. ScissorSalute, and we wish luck to Monty's for Monty's Barbershop. Hopefully he gets the gig. I mean, I'd like the gig too, but if he gets the gig, and then maybe he could put a good word in for me, because I know I could do what I do, like I'm doing it, like it was done for TV. I never lie. I didn't lie about that.
What was the name of the school that you were saying? I might need to get in touch with them and see if I can, make a donation to them of some kind.
Well, I could get the information. That is William Floyd High School. I could give the information to Cephro. They hopefully will be launching it in September. It's going to be the first public high school, I believe, that's going to have a barber program out here in Long Island. I was just telling El Jefe. I was just telling El Jefe, because a lot of people are not familiar with Long Island. So remember, everybody, if you're not familiar with it, we are east of the jungle. You're in the forest right now. We're east of the jungle, east of New York City. But Nassau County and Suffolk County are the two of the most populated suburban counties in the United States, with a total of like either 3.5 million or 4 million between two counties. We're talking about two counties.
See, that's ridiculous.
The traffic, I'm coming
crazy.
from out east, and the traffic is just as bad when you're coming from out east to west. It's still difficult to maneuver, but it's great to see that the hair industry in Long Island is stepping it up, because they basically favored cosmetology. In the BOCES program, you had cosmetology. So if you wanted to be a barber, you would take the cosmetology course and then have to go to barber school or get your apprenticeship, which you can get in New York State to become a barber. But now we're going to see something new coming out of William Floyd High School. Mr. State Board, we thank you so much for calling up. Hopefully you can make it to this part of New York on a Monday someday.
Okay, possibly, man. I'll still be in town. So, I mean, I schedule's wide open. I'm actually flying into Philadelphia. The one thing I wanted to do is get a real Philly steak and cheese. We have people, down here. I'm in Atlanta right now, saying that, these are real Philly steak and cheese, sandwiches. I go up to Nashville. I hear the same thing. I want a Philly steak and cheese from Philadelphia.
Well, the question is, are you going to go into a store? Are you going to go into a bougie chain line? Or are you going to go right on the corner and catch it off the cart?
Yeah, I'm either going off the cart and I hope this doesn't sound too bougie, I'm going to Google to find out who has the best Philly steak and cheese in Philly.
Listen, if they don't sound like this, listen, we got the best Philly cheesesteak. If they don't sound like that and someone's trying to sell you a gourmet, this is a Philly cheesesteak straight from Philadelphia. Now, the steak here is
I know not to
grass-fed beef and the cheese. If you started hearing that, the greasier the better. That's what El Jefe told me. That's what Rubles told me. Mr. State Board, we look forward to meeting you, finally meeting you. This Sunday, I'm going to be at the Universal Barber Show. Look forward to meeting you. We've talked a couple times on the phone and talked a couple times here at the ScissorSalute Show. Before we let you go, let everybody know how they can get in contact with you and all your social media information that you'd like to share with us. Please do so now. The stage is yours.
Awesome. Thank you, sir. And as always, love calling in to you guys. You all are awesome. ScissorSalute to you both. Get at me at Mr. State Board. That's on Twitter, at Mr. State Board. Also on Instagram, Mr. State Board at yahoo.com. I'm all of those, just MrStateboard on all facets, man. Love calling you guys. Thanks for having me.
ScissorSalute. And over here in the chat room, we'd like to ScissorSalute Richard J., Ansley, Tiffany Grant, Valerie Ramirez, Keisha. Is that Keisha Cole? Keisha Coles is watching?
Hey, Keisha.
She said, yeah, my brother doing his thing. Hashtag El Jefe Cuts. And we'd like to salute everybody's watching. If you're watching the program right now, please press that share button. Mr. State Board, I'll see you this Sunday, brother.
All right, brother. Peace, man.
So if you're watching the ScissorSalute Show on Facebook Live, press the share button. If you're just recently tuning in from IG story or Snapchat story, ScissorSalute, welcome to the show. Right now, El Jefe Cuts is on the cut cam. This is the part of the show where we let the showcasers showcase their skills. And I'm over here with Kate right now.
Hey, Eli.
Out here from Florida.
Yep, Bonita Springs, Florida.
From Bonita Applebaum, Florida.
Kate's Cuts.
Kate's Cuts. Oh, I see that. Okay, Kate's Cuts.
Yeah.
There's a lot of like Kate's Cuts, Geek Cuts.
There better not be.
Florida. Well, Geek Cuts. Geek Cuts is one of our barber brothers.
Oh, that's cool.
Dynasty Barbershop. Geek Fades. Oh, and there's another Geek Cuts out there. Oh, okay.
And there's a Kate's Cuts in England because sometimes people will follow them by accident.
Ah, yes. I see that. I'm still can't get over this guy's case. Like, I got my sister's makeup case as my barber case. This guy got lights. You got a sink over there? What you got over there, man?
That thing means business.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
It definitely is.
Where did you get that?
You know what it is? El Jefe, you do a lot of house calls. Yeah. Okay. We're going to get into El Jefe and his house calls. Oh. Here we go. Okay. Hello, you're live in the air with the ScissorSalute Show.
Hey, ScissorSalute, it's your boy Two Set Phase.
And Two Set Phase with that deep voice, man. I'm like, what? Got the deep voice. I'm waiting for you to drop some bars.
Going on, man?
Okay.
I wish.
Universal Barber Show is going down this July 16th and 17th. Last
Yes,
year,
sir.
it was held at the Atlantic City Convention Center. It's held this year at the same place. I'll let everybody know who's going to be attending. This is one of the coldest events you ever been to. You do not have to worry about sweating up in there. That AC is blowing. What can we expect this year that wasn't there this last year?
Well, this year we went, for starters, we went heavy education. Anyone who's seen the flyer by now has seen, I mean, we went all the way in. We went everywhere from your boy Morano to Erskine Reeves out of Chicago. So we doing nail enhancements. We doing shear cutting. We got Morano with the thermal abrasion scrubs, and Ivan Zoot, Tariq Jackson. We got Spiving. We went heavy on education because we feel as though that's a big focus, and that's a big part that's missing in the industry. Added a couple of new categories like the walk-in, for instance, which is category based off of pure and utter talent. You know, you don't get to bring who you want to cut. It's just like the barbershop, complete walk-in. So we added a couple of new things to the show just to kind of kick it up a notch, and always bringing in the belts, the championship belts as always. So we're looking for a great show, good turnout.
Okay, now I see that Morano's on the screen. He's one of my I admire this guy right there. He is an inventor of many different things. He's had the Rhino comb. He's also sold devices that help zero gap the blades. How important is it to have someone like Morano there?
Morano is key. He's been in the game for a long time. Obviously, he's a barber as well as, I just call him a specialist all the way around because he can do everything from cutting you to lining your precision on the clipper mechanics, which is one of his classes that he'll be holding. But then he can also teach you the sanitation and the safety portion of barbering, which some of us know it, but aren't practicing it as much. And that's just because, we might be a little rusty. We need some touch-up. But he adds services that we probably all want to get into to get that change, but aren't quite sure how to break into that industry. So, him coming to the show and dropping some jewels on everybody is key. His class is actually selling out pretty fast.
And Andre Scott, everyone knows him as Chink the Barber, a pioneer in the industry. I was going to say a pioneer in Philly, but he's just a pioneer in the industry. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that when you was coming up on the come up, you seen someone like him and was like, man, this is that dude right here.
Oh, yeah. Without a question.
To bring him into the picture, what could we expect from Chink the Barber?
You know what? Most of us are used to seeing Chink, doing some of his patented techniques with the fading and the line up, the edging, the also famous ash line and everything else from Philly. But this year he came a little different this year. He didn't just go basic, I'm going to talk about clippers and how to cut. He took it a little left field and went into the insurance aspect of it. And I don't mean life insurance, I mean injury insurance. So he's going to be educating and schooling us on the importance of protecting your moneymakers, like my man always said.
Yeah, protecting it. That's what Aflac.
Insuring your hands, your back, and things that you need to do what you love. So
Aflac and Combined Insurance provide them accidental. And E-Dub, that dude, Mr. Organic Blends. Nowadays with IG, you see a lot of people trying to come up on the rise, trying to get rid of the filtered posts, and you have the man behind the movement, Organic Blends, E-Dub, that dude, coming into the picture.
Yeah, E-Dub will come in. He gonna come in, with the also famous fresh and clean fades. I'm a big fan of E-Dub. He's got some serious talent. So I'm just looking forward to his class in general. And it's our show, but I'm paying for that class because I don't want to shortchange him on what he's doing. But I can't wait for his class just to pick up a couple techniques and just see what his fade, how it differs from my fade. What am I doing slightly different, or what can I improve on to get my fades to look quite like his? So
And
I'm
then
looking forward to E-Dot's class.
And then you have El Jefe Cuts, who I believe is going to be doing a Spanish class in Spanish.
Yeah, we have a freestyle design and portrait design class featuring Rob the Original, Hefe Cuts. We got Manny Vidal, which is Manny Fresh 876. We got a couple of different people. Los from Dream Team. They're holding Joel Style 1, 2, 3, 4. He's
1, 2, 3, 4,
he is
5, 6, 7, 8.
basically they're all going to be in one classroom setting. We're going to divvy everybody up, and y'all going to learn from some of the top guys in the industry that do this type of work, the freestyle, the designs. Get inside of their heads and learn what it is that gives them the motivation to do some of this artwork. Because at the end of the day, it's what it is. So you'll do a hands-on class with them. And yes, the reason we went with some of the Latin is because we want to be able to translate and get the Spanish-speaking crowd, not just the English guys. So we got some multicultural things going on in there.
Well, at the same time, I mean, the truth of the matter is that, I mean, you go to these barber events and majority of the people there are Latino. I just got to put it out.
Majority are, and you're absolutely right.
Well, it's good that you guys are bringing that right there. You guys also have Fahim coming there, again, another pioneer.
Yep.
I'm just going to go through some of them. This is the one. This is the one that I think this gentleman right here that is going to be at your event, I think is the one had a chance to meet him at your other event. At Erskine Reeves.
Erskine Reeves, out of Chicago.
Erskine Reeves. This guy with the boy, he'll take a drop top and put that top back on it.
Yeah.
He'll take a drop top and put that top right back on the hair.
Oh, dang.
They have people, man, this guy is making people cry when they leave his.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
he has people crying. Oh, he has people crying. I'm going through the slideshow on IG showing Kate the work that this guy does.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
and
it's
here's
amazing.
the thing.
I mean,
the drop top, if someone is bold and he puts the top back on, we're talking $500-$600. We're not talking we're talking like hairstylist money for these barbers.
Oh, heck yeah.
I think that's going to be very interesting. And, of course, you got Rob the Original. This guy's doing sand. This guy's doing ketchup. He does pizza. He does dust art. He does hair art. He's like, he's featured on like IG art pages. And very excited to always have him over there. Babylon's educator and one of the first. Now, I don't know if he's the first barber, but he does have his own signature liners. He has his own signature equipment. And you've probably seen him on ESPN or Univision, Telemundo. Been all over the place. Sorry, got very, very Spanish right there. Ivan Zoo. Again, you're going to have Manny Vidal, who's coming down from Arizona, creator of the Clipper Combat. And I am Jay Dillard will be the host. You'll also have Popular Nobody. This is John Mosley right here. This guy, Popular Nobody, is just taking the whole education thing by storm. By storm. He's just seems to be really doing what he does. And when you see him, you see he's a big fella. That's a pretty big dude right there. So you don't think he's this guy.
Yeah.
His big dude's a barber. Next thing you know, he's busting out them clippers. And he's able to communicate with everybody and anybody, all walks of life.
Exactly.
So let's go over some of the prizes. I know the Clipper Relay is still up in the air. It's not a competition anymore. I believe it moved to just the showcase. The Clipper Relay.
Yeah.
And I guess you guys are, I think Tariq Jackson. I forgot. Can't forget about Tariq Jackson. Tariq Jackson, back in 1996, won 20-something thousand at the Bronner Brothers. One of the first, that's at 15 minutes, won $20-something thousand. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's something special right there.
I am Tariq Jackson is going to be there as well. It's you guys got quite a bit of a lineup. You guys got the belts, Guys, do you want to mention some of the sponsorships that you have while you're here?
Oh, definitely. We want to give a salute to, everyone that is helping, participating in this show, and just making it what it is. So I want to give a salute to Johnny B. We got Gibbs Grooming, Squire, Twisted Up Clone. Definitely don't want to forget them. I don't even have them in front of me. I'm kind of just freestyling right now. But, much love. We dealt with Hanzo Shears at the last show. We actually got my man Alvin Irby, the barber book, so we got him coming back in. We tons of sponsors and tons of people that just, looking out for us. I'm just happy that everyone is supporting the movement and believing in what we're trying to do for the industry.
I'm also going through the Universal Barber Show page right here. So you have Bally's. If you're going to be going to the Universal show, call Bally's 888-516-2215. Tell them that you're with the Universal Barber Show. What kind of thing you got going on there? What's the bargain that you got going on there?
We had they gave us a great rate. It was like $100 cheaper than any. I'm not sure what the exact number is now, but it was like $100 cheaper. If it was like $3 and some change, I think we was getting it for like $250 for the Saturday night, and maybe like $110 for the Sunday night stay.
I think it might be staying at Bally's. I might be calling them tonight.
Yeah, we were getting a great deal from them just because we worked with them last year, and then working with them this year again. They just extended the gratuity, just for showing love. So we appreciated that.
I might have to book that. Bally's because
Bally's is a good look.
I'd rather that 100 and something than that 300 and something.
Exactly.
So two-step phase. The last event that you did, you were actually a model for Joe the Barber.
Yeah, I got snatched up at the last second, man. He drove all the way out there. He paid his money. He wanted to come in. Something happened with his model. So, me being who I am, I wasn't about to let my man waste his day. So, he asked earlier, I promised him if I couldn't find a model that, I would take care of him, I'll hop in.
He got a good canvas with you, too, because I've seen your face on a lot of flyers for different events. Yeah. Got that.
I guess that's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Having Manny Vidal come down here just goes to show you. We've talked about this on the show plenty of times, where we feel like this goes back about like 2 years ago. Sefro and myself, we had panel discussions up here where we have like the California barber events, the West Coast barber events, East Coast barber events, Midwest barber events need to, what we said in the beginning of the show, start supporting each other and grab each other and start snatching up these barbers from different regions and bringing them out.
Yeah, man.
And you have Manny Vidal, you have Made Fresh going over there. Again, he is the man has the Clipper Combat out there in Arizona. We're not talking about an event that just comes around once in a while or an event that came up and didn't stay there. We're talking about a man he's going to be going on his like third, fourth year.
Yeah,
he's going to be going on his third, fourth year with it.
And like I said, I was real appreciative that Manny decided to do the show. We were in talks with him, had a couple of different conversations with him, and he was still in everything we was trying to do, and he was more than willing to support. So, we happy and appreciative to have him come out to the show and be part of it.
No, but I'm staying. Okay, so two-step phase. Again, thank you so much for taking out the time to call up.
Hey, no problem.
The ScissorSalute show.
I'm glad you guys had me.
Well, thank you. Well, you're welcome. And before we let you go, please let everybody know how they can get information if they want to attend, vend, or compete at the Universal Barber Show.
Okay. For anyone who's looking to register, you can check us out on IG at Universal Barber Show, or go right to the website, universalbarbershow.com. Hit the register button. It'll take you right to the Eventbrite. Log in, hit whatever competition, class, admission ticket, whichever way you guys want to participate, feel free. I actually put my cell phone number up now, so you guys can call me if any questions. I don't care what time of the day it is. You can call me at 856-761-2027, or you can reach us at 844-UB-SHOWS, and that'll pretty much give you all access to any of us. I mean, everything is on the flyer. We've been posting up like crazy. Check out the IG. Any information you need, the link is in the bio. Feel free to come in, comment, register, whatever the case may be.
Another thing that I'd like to add, you can follow the Universal Barber Show on Instagram. And if you have a difficult time understanding what he said by clicking the link in the IG bio, just go onto their IG stories. Pick the category that you would, or select a category that you would like to compete in, and simply swipe up. So once again, go to Universal Barber Show on Instagram, go to their IG stories, select the category that you would like to compete in or to get tickets, and swipe up. If you're having difficulties understanding, by clicking the link in their IG bio. Once again, Two Set Fades, thank you so much for calling in, and we'll see you this Sunday. Scissor Salute.
Thanks, Two Set Fades.
Scissor Salute, guys. All right.
I love that name, Two Set Fades. I mean, some of the names, E-Dub that dude, Two Set Fades. I mean,
So
come
cool.
on, man. I mean, come on, man. Fix your face, man.
I want to mention about that real quick is because I always wondered how he got that name, because he spells it the number two, S-E-T. But his last name is actually Two Set. So I really like the way he kind of changed it real quick.
I look at this. Okay. We got some difficulties over there at the cut cam. Might want to come back over here. El Jefe is done. The boss is done.
And he did great.
He did good.
Oh, yeah.
He did good. I guess it's hot in here. That AC, bro. Listen, that AC. LA put that AC on, and I'm back. I feel like I'm rejuvenated. I'm back. El Jefe, man, you're gonna have to touch my beard up, man. My daughter's complaining about it, man. This Sunday, man, I'm gonna knock it down to like a newborn beard.
Oh, my gosh. You're really going to do that?
Newborn beard. Nah.
Don't take it too short, because there's a name for men without beards, you know.
Nah, that's not.
Do you know what the name is?
Females?
Yes.
Nah.
Women.
Nah. This. I was.
Oh, heck yeah.
I was born with this beard. Y'all just growing it on your face. Hold up. She's supposed to be Skyping, no? Hello, you're live in the air with the Scissor Salute show.
Hi, it's Kelly. Kelly from the Dollhouse.
Hey, Kelly from the Dollhouse. How you doing?
Hi, Kelly.
Hi, how are you? I'm doing wonderful.
We got a great story here with Kelly. Now, Kelly's been doing it for quite a while. She decided, basically she said she was born to do hair. But she decided, she took an Aveda tour and decided to pack everything up, drive from Oregon to go down to New Orleans and go into that Aveda school. I mean, what was going through your mind when you packed everything up and took that long drive? Because we're talking cross country right there. That's cross country right there. That's some journey.
Because I love adventure.
I would guess so. If you're taking that ride from Washington, correct?
From Oregon. I like to manifest all the good things in my life, and I had a dream, and I knew it was going to work, and I just packed my stuff up and we left.
Oh, Kelly, I
and
love
we rolled
that.
into town on the Wednesday before Fat Tuesday during Mardi Gras.
Oh, how did that work out? Did you get to
It was like the preacher's daughter's gone wild.
Ah, that's about the same time them videos is coming out too. You didn't get caught up in that, right?
Well, what happens in New Orleans stays in New Orleans.
I guess so. You said that was around the time they had the Super Bowl there, right?
Yes.
Oh boy, that place was popping.
She said she liked adventure.
It was a wonderful time. I finally, I left a year after Hurricane Katrina to come back to Oregon.
Okay, so you've definitely been through it. So you went out there to New Orleans, relocated to New Orleans. You learned all your education out there. You got what you checked out the Aveda Academy. What is this red beans you speak of?
Mondays are for red beans.
What? It's
Yeah,
turned up
it's
on a
kind of
Monday
a
over there.
urban legend in New Orleans that on Mondays you do laundry and make red beans.
Wow. I like this little legend that's going on. And now we just went through a couple of your pictures. We went through your portfolio that you just put up there. We definitely like to salute you on the, the pictures that you provided. Now, what is it about color that inspires you? I can see from the balayage, natural hair colors to the bright, vivid fashion colors. Where do you get your inspiration from when it comes to color? I mean, we're going to separate from people coming in and showing you pictures. We're talking about when people sit down in your chair and say, hey, have fun. Where are you drawing that energy and your inspiration from?
I love color. I dream in color, and I look to, spring flowers this year. Oregon is a really beautiful place. Oh, Oregon is a really beautiful place. So the bright, vivid colors and the way the pops of yellow mixed with the purples. I look at sunsets and, everywhere. I see inspiration for color everywhere.
That's just so great to hear. And now we heard you just mentioned that you did a sport for 5 years, which was roller derby.
I did, yes, indeed.
So you got to be, roller derby. You got to be in it to win it right there with the roller derby.
Oh, girl, you bad.
But now,
super competitive.
So
can't even
now,
do yoga.
so now you keep that. Now you still have that competitive spirit. Not really with the roller derby, training, doing weights 3 times a week. You also do a different type of training. How important in your life right now is fitness? Because fitness seems to be important right now, but how important is it to you?
It's extremely important. Not only, we all talk for a living and we touch people all day, and it can really, really suck our souls dry if we don't know how to fill our own cups. And for me, what fills my cup is endorphins from exercise. I used to be able to kick the crap out of my friends and on wheels, and I can't do that anymore. And now I just like to stack heavy plates on the bar and go in there and
That's a T-shirt or a bumper sticker or something.
For real.
I used to like to beat up my friends, but now I just beat up the plates. It's something. Something's got to work there. Something's got to work there. No, but what are the benefits that you see through fitness in your work, everyday work? What are the benefits that you're seeing from, making that change in your lifestyle to the fitness and bringing it into everyday hair?
Oh, we have repetitive motion strain. We twist our elbows. We lean halfway over the shampoo bowl.
We flick our wrists. Look at the flick of the wrist.
Mm-hmm. Are we here? Am I? Okay. We have a lot of repetitive motion strain, and if your body and your core isn't strong, then those outer extremities and your thumbs and your elbows, the way that we've been half stooped over at the shampoo bowl, you have to make a real effort to have, a strong core and a strong legs and a strong back. And if you don't, as long as I'm on point with my fitness, I don't have aches and pains from my job. I don't feel that sort of stuff. And when I start to slide off my workouts and I get lazy over the winter, then my back starts to hurt. My elbows get more inflamed. My neck hurts because I'm slouching. I have to make every move count. And I really just try to, stand with my body weight distributed, keep my core engaged. And, all of those things can add up to a healthier life at the end of the day.
I hear what you're saying. And you're talking about that time from mid-November to the end of December. It just seems like it's no holds barred. You're just eating and eating.
Yeah.
And then the attendance at the gym isn't there, or it doesn't have to be at the gym. You can get your fitness anywhere. But I do like that you embrace the fitness lifestyle and you recognize the benefits of fighting Father Time. You said that you had to go from New Orleans back to Oregon because Mother Nature got you. And you can't fight Mother Nature. And again, we're going to lose our battle to Father Time. But doesn't mean that we can't fight Father Time. And that's basically what it means too when you're in there with fitness. You're fighting Father Time, you're fighting a good fight. you're doing this every day. We put strains on our lower back, strains on our different body parts. You know, our elbows. You get the tennis elbow and tendonitis and all this other stuff that comes along with cutting hair. So it's just good that you embrace that. Now, I said everything that I had to say there. Let's get into the educational parts that you've done before and the different places that education has brought you. Hello?
All right. Well, I'm here.
Okay.
There's a little bit of a lag. So, I have been I worked for Candy Shaw and a balayage lightener named Sunlight that she created. I got chosen off of social media for my skills, and they flew me to Atlanta, and I trained there. And then working for her through our distributor in the Pacific Northwest, I traveled to 6 states over the course of the last year and a half. I'm no longer working for Candy, but I am still educating for other manufacturers, and I just really enjoy it. It's something that I love to give back to my community. I've been at this a long time, and it brings me a lot of joy to share.
Well, tell us about the Northwest and the feeling that you felt with finishing in the top 5.
Oh my gosh, what a big honor. We have Salon Services is a luxury beauty supply, and we have about 7 states in their territory. They held a huge hair show every 2 years called Trifecta. And this year in Trifecta, I entered images into the color cutting transformation for the Colorist of the Year categories, and I got to be a top 5 finalist.
Man, that's ScissorSalute to that. And one more question before we let you go. Let everybody know about the Facebook group that you have going for barbers and hairstylists as well.
Oh, I have an admin to an Oregon group called the Oregon Stylist and Barbers Group. We have about 1,100 members.
Wow, there we go. And how can we get the members to grow? Would you like to plug how people could be part of the group?
Sure, we love stylists who are affiliated with salons and the industry in the Pacific Northwest. If you're an educator, you want to come through and give classes, you come and work, you try.
She means business.
All right, that's okay. It's okay. It's on you.
So, I love coming out to the ScissorSalute. This is my second time here, and I am so honored. I can't even believe that I was just sitting here talking to someone awesome like Kelly and hearing about all these ladies like Mariana that were on here. I'm just so grateful to be here tonight. And just like those girls, I'm doing it afraid. I'm doing it afraid. Every time I show up at places like this and throw my hat in the ring, you know, I'm doing it scared. And I'm chasing goals and I'm chasing dreams. And I want to tell you guys, one of my goals right now is I want to be at these like big premiere shows, and I want to be doing education, and I want to be talking about inspiring professionals in our industry about hitting their goals and making their dreams come true. And the reason I want to share is because the hair world has made every dream I've had come true, so much so I've had to make new dreams just cutting hair. And I just think that's fantastic. And so if you want me on your stage, hit me up because I'll show up.
How can they hit you up? What is the information to get you?
Kate Owens, Kate's Cuts, Bonita Springs, Florida. Shop number 239-947-KATE, which is 5283 if you don't have a rotary phone. Instagram, Kate I Love Hair. The business page is Kate's Cuts on Instagram. Facebook page is Kate's Cuts, or Kate Tuttle Owens is my personal page.
So bring us into right now. We step into again one of your classes. What can we expect from the opening? What is your intro to the class?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the first thing is that I was the worst one in my hairdressing class. I couldn't cut, I couldn't color, I couldn't blow dry, I couldn't do any of it, none of it. And if you call any of my friends that I'm still friends with to this day and ask them who the worst one in our class was, they will tell you it was me. They wouldn't even let me paint their nails, I was so bad.
You're a googly moly right there.
Yeah, but you know what I didn't do?
Didn't give up.
I never gave
You
up.
fought the good fight.
I never gave up. I worked 3 years in this awesome salon in Natick, Massachusetts. Oh, shout out to them, Concepts Day Spa. They were kind enough to take me in, and between the 3 owners, they had 63 years experience, and they pushed me out of the break room and took me out of my comfort zone. And I cut bunked up haircuts for 3 years there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
You know where I learned to cut hair? In my auntie's little tiny barber shop in Bonita Springs, Florida. And while I was doing those haircuts, cut after cut after cut after cut after cut, all of a sudden, I found my guide. So if you're watching this show tonight and you think you stink, don't stop. If you're watching this show and you want to quit hairdressing school, don't quit. I am here tonight talking to you because the things that have happened to me because I do hair are unbelievable. I'm a salon owner right now with 22 girls, a full book, so full I can't even get new clients in. That's how booked I am.
Whoa, bring it back. Let's bring it back.
Okay.
About 15 seconds ago.
Okay.
Did you just say 22?
Yeah, but that's like apprentices, assistants.
No, you just said 22.
Yes, girls and one boy when he decides to come to work. That's my son.
Wow. So 22 people in one establishment? You got like a factory.
Yes, thank you, God. Thank you. Oh my gosh, and all I keep doing,
an assembly line.
The only thing I keep doing right is suiting up, showing up, and doing it afraid.
You see, this is what's Kate always, you need it. That's a t-shirt.
I love it.
That's a t-shirt
My
right
best
there.
friend tells me that one all the time.
If your best friend's telling you that and the ScissorSalute telling you that, I mean, how much more? Well, you need something to hit you in your head and be like, that's a t-shirt.
Sometimes that's what it requires for me.
It happened with Forrest Gump when the guy gave him a shirt and he wiped it and it was a smiley face in the movie,
right. And I've made a lot of great discoveries. That's what the Paul Mitchell term is for mistakes. I've made a lot of great discoveries along the way as far as being a salon owner and even being a hair professional. And just being at Premier Orlando, I started following a guy that's he's a educator for Andis, and I was looking at his
What's
post.
his name?
Danny.
Success Addict.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I sent him a message. He didn't get back to me, but that's okay because I know he's probably super busy. But I watched one Instagram post of him And it was exactly
He brings
what
that fire.
I'm telling you. He said some stuff that I played for my team the next morning because you know what? He said in like 10 seconds that we want to sleep late. Okay, because these are the people that say, wah, I don't make enough money. Wah, I don't have enough people in my chair. Wah. Okay, they sleep late. They take too long of a lunch. They smoke too many cigs. They go home early. They don't stay late. And they don't say yes. You want to be successful? Try doing those things. Try doing what I did for a little while. Say yes to everything. Say yes when it's, I hate to say this, but it's almost like, my salon coordinator will say, stop saying yes, but I can't. I say yes on my day off. I say yes to come in early. I say yes to stay late.
As long as you charge it, it doesn't matter.
You know
I worked on
what?
4th of July.
You know what? I actually did hair. Listen, this is my vacation.
I was in there on 4th of July. 3 hours and you know what I was charging, boys. I'm sorry. I'm just
That's
letting you know. You
okay.
say, because I know I constantly have people be like, man, yo, enjoy your day off. But, you know, the 4th of July, my, wifey had to work. So
Okay.
it's hard for me to, it's hard for us as a family to go somewhere and do some stuff because, my girl is going to want to see the kids before she goes to work.
I hear you.
So I want to work for them 3 hours.
There you go.
And only for 3 hours from 11:30 to 2:30. And my clients love me. That's all I have to say about
Here's
that.
a little pearl of knowledge that I got along the way, talking about what you were just saying. Do what you have to do now so you can do what you want to do later. So I did 6 long years of what I had to do now. So I can take 2 weeks off. Hi, this is my vacation. Hang out in Boston for 2 weeks. So I did what I had to do then, so I can do what I want to do now. And I'm still doing hair. I did hair last night.
Well, you know what it is? I feel like I know a couple gentlemen that stopped doing hair, just picked up other careers.
Okay?
But no matter what, they can put them clippers down.
There's other careers.
Well, you know what it is? They found different outlets in their life.
That's
When
nice.
we do hair, it takes up a lot of time, but they're not going to be able to turn it down because them cars still need gas. That table still needs food. And these people are going to pay what they pay. Hey, man, I give you $50. And there's going to be 3 or 4. So why not on your day off line up like 4 or 5 heads that's going to hit you with that 50? You got your other job. They're going to hit you with $50 per haircut. That's $200. I mean, come on.
Absolutely. But, besides the money, do you know really the impact that what we do has on people?
Oh, absolutely. I know.
It is.
I know, but I mean,
Filling your
like I
pockets
said,
is awesome. I love it.
I mean, a lot of people be like, "Oh, I do it for the passion," and I'm like, "Okay, that's great to hear."
Yes.
My family's my passion.
Absolutely.
So when I'm in the trenches doing what I have to do, putting the hair on the floor, I'm doing it for the fam. Well, Kate, thank you so much
Absolutely. I'm so glad to be here, you guys.
for coming down here.
Can I come back?
Absolutely. But
Promise?
for those watching right now that want to get more of the Kate Owens experience, how can they get in contact with you
Okay.
to hear what you have to say?
Kate Owens, Kate's Cuts, Bonita Springs, Florida. I right now am coaching salon owners. If you're out there, you need a kick in the butt, you want to grow your team, you want to market your business, hit me up. I want to coach you. I really, really do. 239-947-5283. Let's make it happen. Somebody get me on a stage, will ya?
What? Salute to that. She's talking to
real.
every camera that's in front of her. We got
You know
behind the
it.
scenes over
All
here.
of them.
There's
All
like
of
3
them.
cameras right here.
All of them. Are you guys kicking me off?
I believe we're bringing in Hefe in.
Okay, Hefe, come on. You can sit on my lap. No, just kidding.
Hey, Hefe, come on, Papa.
You guys, thank you so much.
Come on. Okay, so we
And
got.
just so everybody knows, that's Kate's Cuts with a K,
Cuts with a
not
K,
with a
yeah.
C.
Case cut. So now, I actually wrote some notes down for Hefe. And thank God I did, because we're going to skip through this whole first part that I had with him and just get right to it. So we have El Jefe Cuts 15 years experience. He realized 3 years ago when he went to the Tone Cuts event that, you know what? There's more to cutting There's more to barbering than just cutting hair. He is an Army vet, so salute to all the barber veterans out there. And you can go to maestrosclassic.com to get your apparel that is barber veterans right there. You actually work at DSG Barbershop. DSG used to get a haircut at the place where he used to go to. DSG opened up a barbershop, and it was some time before El Jefe took his talents over there, but thank God he did. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions, then we're going to get into the nitty-gritty. Let's get into these Instagram barbers, the barbers that we see, and I'm nothing wrong. I love you, but something needs to be addressed. The Instagram barbers.
Yeah, I mean, my opinion, listen, man, it's great. Having a whole bunch of followers is great. It's good publicity. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. But the problem comes in when you forget about the real world and then focus on just Instagram. You know, and I see, you know, in a lot of places I've been to, a lot of barbers I've done met, that's the issue. They forget about reality. They focus so much on Instagram, getting a perfect Instagram picture, that they're taking forever on one client, and now they're losing money.
Okay, so your Instagram barbers, stop focus on your picture and really evaluate what you're doing and focus in on your pockets.
Exactly. You know, I know barbers, and honestly, you know, I only got like 3,000 followers, but my book, you know, on a regular, I stay full. You know, and I'm not worrying
Salute
about
to that.
I'm not worrying about my next Instagram picture, how many likes it's gonna get. I'm worrying about my client, my customer, right there in front of me on the chair, making sure he's having the best experience he's ever had in my chair through the haircut and just the whole entire experience.
Okay, next question. Let's get right at it. It's a very big topic nowadays because Instagram and social media has made that impact. Enhancements. But keep it brief so we can get on to the other stuff.
Yeah, definitely, man. Listen, I don't pick and choose sides, man. I listen to each his own. You like enhancements, you don't like enhancements, whatever. It's up to you. My thing with enhancements is don't rely on them too much. Don't focus. Don't use it on every haircut if you don't need to. You know, because you're just taking time out of your day. That's time consuming. You know, adding all the extra stuff, and you're not getting paid for it or charging for it. You know, and that's
a no-no.
You know, and that's the problem. I see barbers constantly using enhancements, kits, and won't charge for the service. You know,
that's a no-no.
And you know, and then later on down the line, they're like, "What are they wrong? Why am I not making more and I'm putting in all this work?" It's because you don't know how to express yourself to your client, because the client don't know about enhancements. The barber teaches the client about enhancements. You know, so unless he asks for it, there's no need to put it on.
Definitely. Okay. Now, I love your hat. Love your shirt. People have been asking you about Maestro's Classic. How did that come in? How and when did that come into the picture?
Maestro's Classic. ScissorSalute to headquarters and all the guys out there, the big bro Al. But yeah, I actually met with Barba Nero, one of the brand ambassadors at Tone Cut's first expo at Savoy. And I seen the product. I was curious, and, you know, because I was growing my beard out. It was real itchy, and I kind of got to talk to him. Now, you know, what a lot of people ask me is, how did I get in with them? I put in the work. Simple as that. I put in the work. You know, I kept reaching out to Maestro's Classic constantly. Even if I must have got on the boss's nerve more than a couple times trying to get in with the company, until, you know, he sat there, and that's why I love him to death, and I got mad love for him. He gave me the opportunity. He seen the ambitions, the hunger, gave me the chance, and here I am, you know, 2 years later with the company.
Okay. And we've been talking about upsells in the beginning of the show. This gentleman sitting right here, right next to me. Kate, you might want to listen to this, Kate. No, hold up. We've been talking about upsells and the benefits of upsells. Okay. You want me to come back? No. You could. This gentleman sitting right here next to me has sold over $10,000 worth of Maestro's Classic in 1 year.
Beautiful.
Appreciate.
Those are legit hand claps. It's not a button.
It's not a button.
$10,000 a Maestro's Classic beard care system in 1 year. We don't need to hear the secrets or whatever, but how can people get in contact with you so they can find out how you did it and maybe you can help them get to that?
I mean, you could contact me through my Instagram, El Jefe Cuts. I also have an email, which is eljefecuts@gmail.com. And I also have a Facebook business page, El Jefe Cuts. So either way, you could contact me either way.
And again, anybody who's watching, and if you're interested in carrying Maestro's Classic, simply follow the page, Barber Maestros, DM them, and they will get back to you. You could also DM myself, Eli the Barber, or L_JEFE_CUTS, El Jefe Cuts on Instagram. We'll be more than happy to lead you into the light. So we're going to bring it over there and on stage. We're going to ask everybody in the studio to go to the stage. But before we do that, El Jefe Cuts, let everybody know where you work, the phone number, and how to get in contact with you for them haircuts.
I work at DSG Barbershop located in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My number, you can reach me at 267-701-6017. And the best way to contact me, like I said, Instagram, El Jefe Cuts, and through email, El Jefe Cuts.
Okay, we're going to take it to the stage, sucker. We'd like to scissor salute everybody who tuned in. And our guest, the call-ins tonight, came from Kelly Meadows at Dollhouse Boutique Salon. Thomas James, his Instagram handle is Mr. Skateboard. And Two Set Fades from the Universal Barber Show, which is taking place this Sunday, July 16th, at the Atlantic City Civic Center. We'd also like to scissor salute Kate over here, out here from Bonita Springs,
Scissor
Florida.
salute, y'all.
I've been joking around with the Bonita Applebaum simply because
I'm from Bonita Applebaum.
so definitely like to scissor salute Kate Cuts and wish her luck on everything that she's doing.
Thank you very
We'd
much.
also like to scissor salute El Jefe Cuts. You can catch us at the Universal Barber Show this Sunday with the Respect My Craft and Maestro's Classic. We also like to salute New York and Queens son for coming over here, being a model. But you see, he's totally different now. He's in a haircut that he didn't lay down. Again, please follow us on Instagram at ScissorSalute Show, Facebook at ScissorSalute Show. Please continue to use the hashtag ScissorSalute and ScissorSalute Show. Download the ScissorSalute Show app, which is now available on Apple and I believe on Google Play. We'd also like to scissor salute EFEXX apps. Make sure you check out Effects Apps on Instagram. And we'd also like to scissor salute Mr. B, who provided us with the trolleys, and everybody knows who he is, so we'd like to scissor salute Mr. B. And anybody who watched the show, thank you so much for tuning in. We're going to do the overhead cam. Put the hands in right here. Queen, better get you over here right now.
Glad I did my nails.
Hey, Diamond D the Barber, hopefully you're watching. Happy birthday. I don't know if you text me or not.
Happy B-Day.
Ready? When I say scissor, say salute. There's only 5 of us, so say it as loud as you can. Ready? Scissor! Salute! I'll take that right there. There was only 5 and you felt the vibe on your 4. Oh, wait, you go back to the
Wrong place, LA. So again, one more time, thank you for watching the Scissor Salute Show. And if you like house music, stay tuned to StrongIsland.tv, the quickest growing stream channel on Facebook Live. My house show's coming up next, and Scissor Salute to that.
Bye, guys.